Hello! Happy Tuesday! How is everyone doing? I am so excited to be here with you today from the heart of my home. I'm Nancy Yawner with Love2List and Keller Williams Realty, and I'm normally in my kitchen. And on the first Tuesday of every month, I usually like to cook a little something for you, either something fun or new that I'm trying, or something healthy, sometimes not so healthy. But anyways, usually on the first Tuesday of the month, I am cooking. Today, I was running behind, so I will cook for you next Tuesday. And today I'm going to share a little bit of real estate insight with you. And then I'm going to share a little refresh that I just did this weekend. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that as well. So in terms of the real estate insights, I wanted to share with you, as you know, we went ahead and we put 2 homes on the market this past weekend. One was in downtown Leesburg. It was minutes to Ida Lee, restaurants, shopping, Morven Park, which is such a beautiful park. If you go, it's on the south end of town. As you were leaving town, there's a really big, you can't miss it, this big Catholic church, and you take a right there, and it's right behind the church. So you can walk downtown, ride your bike downtown, and it was a great location, and the house is listed for $933. So I'm going to tell you about our other house and kind of let you know what I see happening in the marketplace. So the other property was this gorgeous country setting, very private, 5 acres in Winchester, and it had an open floor plan. It looked very traditional from the outside, but these people, after they bought it, they knocked a wall down and they opened up the kitchen family room. It has this huge walk-in pantry, laundry room. You can enter it from 2 sides, pocket doors on one, glass door on the other. It's on Cotton Ridge Road. If you want to look it up, 100 Cotton Ridge Road. Anyways, that's listed for $800, and that has a 5-car garage. And it was really interesting because, earlier in the year, we would put these 2 homes on the market, and let's say we would have 30 to 50 showings, by the time you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because that's part of our process. We usually go on the market on Thursdays, let it go through the weekend, and then if we have the opportunity to review offers, we will do it on Monday. And so the traffic was less. I don't know if it's because now it's the holiday, there's graduations. I'm not quite sure. Maybe people are starting to focus on summer plans, but the traffic was a lot less on both of them. Still very good traffic in terms of numbers. I would say, on the Leesburg house, we probably had 14 to 18 showings, and then probably the same on both. I think Cotton Ridge and Winchester had more. And we did end up with multiple offers, but instead of having, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 offers to review, we had a couple on each. And both did very, very well in the marketplace. And the other thing that I want to tell you is that what I am seeing is that, earlier in the spring, prices were lower, and, you'd have 30, 40, 50 people come, 10 contracts, and the price would get bid up over asking, 25, 30, 40, 50,000, sometimes 100,000 plus, depending on the price point. So anyhow, but now I think what's happened is that we're late into the spring market, going into the early summer, and we've kind of hit that ceiling. When people are pricing now, they're looking at these comps where things jumped way up. It's like earlier in the spring, we didn't have those prices. So, the market drove the prices up. But now I feel like we've hit a little bit of a ceiling. And if I'm going to be listing a property now, I'm not going to be oh, like this house just sold here, so we can go up here. No, 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 no. I'm not going to be doing that. Matter of fact, I may scooch it ever so slightly below market because I want the exposure and the traffic. So anyways, I wanted to share a little bit with that. Even with the interest rates, there's still a lot of buyer demand. And so, it's still a good time to purchase, and it's a great time to sell. And one of the reasons why I say it's a good time to purchase, because it's not quite as crazy. And I'm actually seeing some properties sit and some properties having to do price reductions. And I call those like sleeper houses. So when a house is sitting, maybe a beautiful home, maybe it's not priced right, maybe it's not presented properly. Anyways, so I'm really excited to have both of those homes under contract, especially they're both repeat clients. They both have, a story. One is downsizing to, where are they going? Oh, yeah, someplace I've never been before. Oh, I've never been to Virginia Beach. So they are so excited. He was in the Navy down there, and they've had property down there. They knew that they wanted to retire down there. Hey, Deb. And so that is really exciting. And then my other folks are downsizing too, because they have, their kids are grown and they're out of the house. And so it's always, oh, hey, Mom. It's always so nice when people, give us a call back and want to use us again. It's certainly an honor and a privilege that people, trust us, and, I really appreciate the loyalty. So I wanted to let you know a little bit about that. I am sorry, I'm playing with my hair because these are not my normal glasses, and they keep grabbing my hair. It's they have these little things here, and it drives me crazy. Anyways, I am sitting in my living room, and the reason why I'm sitting in my living room instead of not my kitchen is because I'm going to show you a little refresh that I did over the weekend. And it wasn't necessarily intentional, but as you know, my mother-in-law passed away last April, and after a couple months after she passed, we cleaned everything out, and we still have a bed there, but really the room was kind of stripped. All of her bookcases used to be full, now they're empty. There used to be some furniture in there that's gone, and so it was always very comforting though to still go in there. We still had her blue chair, and that blue chair was actually from my mom's house growing up, and Minnie loved her blue chair because it was a wingback chair, and she used to rest her head on it and take a rest. And anyway, so we had that here. It's very comforting. And but in the next couple months, I'm going to be having some events here and some people spending the night. I have my nephew and his boys coming this weekend. And then I have an event here where I'm having a little speaker, and the speaker's spending the night. I thought, this does make a really, really nice guest room. So I decided to go to a local place here in Leesburg, the consignment shop, and look around for some end tables and whatnot. But what happened is I found a great end table, which was like the inspiration. Well, actually, the bedding, it was kind of the inspiration. I had just done Minnie's room like a year before she passed. We had redone it, and she loved this fabric. And anyway, so that was kind of the inspiration. But then I found this piece, this end table, and then what I ended up doing was shopping my own house. So that's what I was going to tell you guys. You can have a complete refresh by just adding one piece in a room, and then all of a sudden you look at your home in a different way, and you start pulling things from other areas of your home, so you don't have to go buy a bunch of new furniture. Excuse me. Oh. I am so thirsty. I've been running around all day. So anyways, so I'm sitting in my living room right now, and then we're going to go to my mother-in-law's room. But anyways, this is so funny. People, I was just going to show you this real quick. This TV here is like our main TV when we do watch TV, and people laugh at that. Someone says, do you have to have the binoculars on to watch that TV? Anyways, I am going to start here, and I'm going to share with you a couple things. And let me turn you around. All right, hold on. Okay. Whoop. Oh, it's a door. Hi. Anyways, so this little green, sagey, gray end table was the inspiration. And it looks really nice, you know, from out here in the living room, because I have a lot of blue in my living room. And then you go in here, you got a deeper blue. And it's so fun because this chair was actually, Jerry refinished it, I don't know how many years ago, like before we lived here, so 21 plus years. And that came from my old Long and Foster office, and he refinished it, and it was in the garage. So I took his chair from the garage. He used to sit in the garage on that. And these lamps used to be up in what I call the blue room. And then I have a nice little picture of Jerry and me and his mom and dad, and that's at the lake. And then, you know, these little books, one that my mom gave me, one that my dad gave me. So they have a little special. And these two pillows came from upstairs. This leather chair and this came from upstairs. Actually, I have another leather chair, so I split them. And you can do that sometimes. The other one's up in a bonus room. It looks great up there, no problem. And then this I had got from my new powder room, which I know I was going to show you guys, but I haven't finished. I haven't found the right thing. So I'm not showing you the powder room until it's done. So I'm going to put a mirror in it, and it's going to be so fun. It's like a little eclectic there. And and then I was going to tell you these curtains, these curtains are the same curtains that my Aunt Marion had in Bemidji, Minnesota, my mom's sister. They're the exact same material, and Minnie loved these curtains. That's why I leave them open, because she always, not open, but, you know, not drawn away. Sometimes people would come in and they would pull them all the way over and she would be like, no, I like to look at the lace. So anyhow, but the other thing I wanted to share with you is this applewood table. Whoops, I gotta push this up here. This applewood table. This has been in my family for a really long time. I don't know what year you got that, Mom. But what I wanted to show you would be kind of fun. You know, let me turn it around. When you have a guest room, and this is such a nice guest room now, I feel like I'm in a little inn. It has a nice walk-in closet. It's got a full bath. So this, of course, was our original primary bedroom. And when Minnie came to live with us, we, decided to put her down here when she decided to come live with us full time. And it was just really nice and convenient for her, especially, you know, in her older age when she started to get the walker. So anyways, but what I wanted to share with you with this applewood table, it's a draw table. You can open it up and it can be a square. You can open up one side and have it as a desk. But in a guest room, I think this is so nice to have. It's like a longer table, and I'm going to show you why. Because you can really flip things. You can use it as like changing of the seasons, or if you have company coming and you have a picture of them, you could put their picture here. You know, you can use it like as a little display. Certainly you have enough room for magazines. You know, I have a basket under here. We could even put a basket up here if you wanted to, or a lower basket. But just to give you an idea, you could have a nice green plant. You didn't want to do the flowers. And then you could go and do, you know, a nice little display of pottery. Maybe that's too big, something like that. So that, let me see how that looks. Yeah, so something like that could look really fun. And if you wanted it more rustic, you know, I had found this brown leather headboard, and my stager said, I have to get it. And I thought, no, it's too tall. I went there the next day and it was already sold at the consignment store. But she was right, I should have listened to her. Anyways, you know, that, you could do, you know, just a really pretty bowl. My daughter Jen gave me that. This is really a nice, picks up a lot of the pink, something like that. And I love this welcome. So you can just really change it out. Someone had given me this after Becky passed. It's a nice little winter scene there. So you can have a lot of fun with it. And here we go. My little hydrangeas. But my mom just gave me this cute little, let's see. She actually gave this to me for my new bathroom. But anyways, it could be really cute here. So, what's going on? You even have them two there together if you want. So, that's what I really like about having a long table to work with. And it gives you ideas that you can always be changing it out and making it very welcoming for people. So we have our bookcases here that I still need to do, and I'm going to work on that this week before, or next week before we have this friend of mine who's coming to do a workshop here. So, so that's where we are, and I will do my little cooking for you next week. Normally I'm cooking on the first Tuesday of the week, and but I'll do that next week. And I did want to remind you guys of two things. We have, well, three. We have Postscript Saturday on Saturday, and it'll be a little bit earlier this Saturday because we also have our online selling seminar, and it lasts about 40 to 45 minutes, and then we have time for questions. So if you're interested, please sign up. And we will send you a Zoom link, and it's very educational, and you will learn a lot. You'll learn about what to look for in an agent when listing your home for sale. So it's useful for wherever you are in the country. It's not just local. It's free, and I'm also going to share some of the real critical things that you need to do to get your house ready for market, some tips and tricks of the trade, if you will. And also what is happening with our the lawsuit that is going on with the National Association of Realtors. So it's chock full of information, and it's really good value. And if you're thinking about selling, it's something that you definitely would get a lot out of. So I wanted to remind you of that. And then we're doing a fun thing at my house called a home decor swap. So there's a couple of things that I know that I would like to release out in the world and let someone else enjoy it. And so we do the swap in kind of a fun way. So if you're interested, just send us a direct message and we'll send you the flyer. And we do have a save the date going out this week. And so that's it. I hope everyone is doing well, and I will see you next week. And in the meantime, thumbs up, lots of love, and keep smiling. Okay? All right. Take care, everyone.